Wherever you go, whatever you may do, may the angel within come shining through. Hello and welcome, all my beautiful earth angels, to the Angel Within Us podcast. I am your host, Jane Rinderer. Today, I am dedicating this episode to my dear friend Marie, who recently passed. Talk about the angels working behind the scenes so we can meet. As the saying goes, if something or someone is supposed to be in your life, it will happen. It was sometime in 2012, I don't remember which month. I had just moved back to New Jersey to live with my father, who, with the family's assessment, shouldn't live alone anymore. 4 months earlier, I had just gotten out of a long-term relationship and moved back to Florida from New Mexico. Then got the phone call about my dad, so since I was the lone single sibling, it was best that I was the chosen one. While living and caring for Dad, I resumed my handywoman business and, as usual, concentrated on the senior communities. I had grown close to one elderly woman in particular, Anne. Not only did I tend to her house repairs and maintenance, I also stopped for social visits and would accompany her to the local hospital when her medical issues flared up, making sure she understood her doctor's orders and giving her a ride home. Turned out, I spent quite a few days and nights with her at the hospital. One particular morning, as I was waiting for Anne to be released, knowing it was a long process, I started wandering around the halls. A couple curtains down, I passed two women also waiting to be released, Marie and Nancy. We did the cordial old nod. As I was returning, I don't remember what made me stop, and conversation started between Marie, Nancy, and I. It was an instant connection. We chatted a while, and I gave them my business card. And the rest is history. Marie and I really connected on a spiritual level. We had more in common with our beliefs and many topics than, at the time, with Nancy. So our private conversations were able to be more personal. Not only did she help me through several painful personal events I was battling at the time, she gave me insight and knowledge that was useful in growing and strengthening my faith in God. When my father passed, I moved back away and we lost contact for several years. I assumed I would never see her again. But I guess the angels had other plans. So when I moved back to New Jersey 3 years ago, I was working FedEx. 2 years in, I switched to a route near the hospital, not far from where they lived. One day as I was running into the AT&T store making a delivery, I heard a voice say, "I think that's Jane." I look over and to my very happy surprise, it was Marie and Nancy, who themselves was at the spur of the moment at the store. A fluke thing happened to Marie's phone and they were told to visit the store. Faith had brought us back together again. We were able to get some much catching up in, and I again was able to be their personal go-to handywoman. A year ago, after doing some things around their house, Marie and I talked about hitting the golf course again. Marie wasn't able to play that previous year due to shoulder issues, and I haven't played in a while, but was hoping to resume soon. The next day, I was on the road to Daytona with my brother for a car race he wanted to see. Day after that, I get a call from Nancy that Marie was in a hospital with stage 4 brain cancer, which came out of right field for all of us. Her life was never to be the same. She fought a tough battle and kept her faith strong. From the start, I told them I will always be there for them to make their life as comfortable as possible. Many times I went over to make things more accommodating to Marie's needs. One day she told me I kept my word to her and how much that meant to her. I can't begin to express what that meant to me. The angel within us was a three-way street in this story. God's for both Marie and I, bringing us together twice. Marie for being there for me to help me through tough times with her patience for listening, her advice for dealing with things, and her spiritual knowledge to help my faith grow. And my angel within, able to help her through her transition to a new life after death by just showing up when needed. Ironically, I said my first hello to her at the hospital and my last goodbye at the same hospital. Marie, your smile, love, and companionship will be missed but not forgotten. I am a better person because of your friendship. Enjoy your new life with past loved ones. Love ya. If you would like to share an Angel Within Us story, email me at theangelwithinus@gmail.com and I will read on future episode. And in the meantime, keep shining your angel within your light and love on all you meet to keep the ripple effect growing. And God bless.